Stephen A. Smith. He's one of the few guys at ESPN that anybody's ever heard of.
This is Stephen A. Smith on Bill O'Reilly's show.
Barack Obama has deep emotional ties to Islam.
When was the last time you saw a public service ad telling young black girls to avoid becoming pregnant?
The bigoted lambastic.
Revealing that 5 women, including guests and employees of his show, had been paid $13 million in settlements involving sexual harassment claims against him over the years.
Serial sexual harasser Bill O'Reilly, who welcomes Stephen A. with open arms.
Am I being unfair by saying as a fan, I don't want to see politics on game day?
Interesting stance, William.
5 seconds now.
The Rams cheerleader, her husband August, just came back from serving overseas.
Never heard a peep previously on this.
Colin Kaepernick has become a political guy. If you looked at his 4th of July message just a couple of months ago, it was virulently anti-American. I mean, it's basically
yes, that's true.
Stephen A. continues to outdo himself, and that's saying something. It's anti-American for Cap to point out that the country was built on racism and the 4th of July is a tough time for minorities, for real?
Now, I wouldn't mind it if you had Black Lives Matter on one side and respect the police on the other side. A little bit of balance.
Let's show O'Reilly's balance.
It is racial profiling, but it's really criminal profiling.
Freddie Gray's lifestyle for many years led him to this terrible thing.
Quite a balance there, guy. The whole reason for this time of reckoning was because police do not respect black people, Bill. You're asking people to respect the police when the statistics show police do not respect black Americans, as they are killed at the highest rate amongst all races. And guess who agreed with him?
You and I don't disagree. I love that argument about balance. I am not somebody that's averse to that. I'm not opposed to that by any stretch of the imagination. If you sat on one side and you had Black Lives Matter, but you also had on the other side, respect our law enforcement officials and things of that nature, I don't have an aversion to that whatsoever.
Oh, sure, of course, no aversion. Where has Stephen A. been? After George Floyd was murdered by Minneapolis police, the people took to the streets all across America. You had these sides literally in every major city. And what was the outcome? Why should citizens respect police when, for example, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department celebrates the killings of Americans inside of a violent clique operating inside the Compton police station? A whistleblower said officers take the lives of patrons to impress the internal gang. The FBI found and warned of white supremacist infiltration of law enforcement and recruiting law enforcement personnel. The Intercepted reported domestic terrorism investigations focused on militia extremists, white supremacist extremists, and sovereign citizen extremists often have identified active links to law enforcement officers. This is the side Stephen A. Smith is on.
The reason Trayvon Martin died was because he looked a certain way, and it wasn't based on skin color. If Trayvon Martin had been wearing a jacket like you are and a tie like you are, Mr. West, this evening, I don't think George Zimmerman would have any problem with him. But he was wearing a hoodie, and he looked a certain way, and that way is how gangstas look.
Just like O'Reilly on Trayvon Martin.
I don't know why the hell Nike made these damn uniforms that have hoods attached to it, by the way. You got a lot of those white folks in the audience that's going to think this is Trayvon Martin being revisited. And I'm not joking about it.
Smith has a similar take. Like O'Reilly on women.
High school. Supreme Court Justice, nominee. And they talk about something that might have happened in high school. Lord have mercy this country.
Smith has a similar take. That's ESPN's highest paid employee. And now you know where he stands if you didn't previously. If you'd like to hear more thought-provoking content like TYT Sports on Facebook and to help in my journey to keep media independent, go to tyt.com/Rick.